All right, everybody, welcome to Exploring Marketing Options. My name is Chris During, and I'll be the presenter today. Today, we're going to be looking at HubPages.com. Typically, now I show you guys the site we'll be looking at for next week, but next week we're actually going to be doing something just a little bit different. Next week, I wanted to kind of show you guys the process I go through in finding websites to share with you. So you guys can go out and do some of your own work in finding some sites that you want to work with and use. So this will be a fun week for next week. So look forward to that. In the meantime, let's jump right in and get started with HubPages. So HubPages, this is what happens or where we land when we get signed in their homepage. So you get in here and it's basically just showing you some of their top hubs, what they call hubs. These are posts essentially that people have put together. I wanted to actually start by showing you guys a couple of hubs that are popular, so you can kind of see what a good hub looks like. Let's just click on this first one. You can kind of see they have some images here. You get a little bit of an author's block over on the right here, and then below that we get some additional information on the subject. So you get a basic page of information. Now, the thing you'll notice about hubs is they're not just brief little posts. Right? These are good size pieces of information. People are putting together valuable information, and at the bottom, at the end, there's an option for commenting where people can leave you comments and you can answer related things. So I definitely like that feature. Gives you some interaction with your readers and so on. So that's a good thing. So that's kind of what I wanted to show is that it's not just a simple little post. This is a fairly well thought out paper, an essay or an article, or like a comprehensive subject, right? So it's not something where you're just going to come in and say, check out our assortment of coat racks or whatever we're selling, right? We have to come up with some good information. Let's take a look at another one. So military diet, lose up to 10 pounds in 3 days. And this one's been really popular. So we'll take a look at this. Again, some imagery there, some information about the author, and some basic information. You notice a lot of imagery here. They're showing us day by day what it is we should be eating and things like this. So just good information. I don't know how we're going to lose weight eating hot dogs, but that's what they say. So that's not what I'm not here to judge the diet, I guess. To go through and you can kind of see, again, very, very comprehensive. They've got a lot of detail, a lot of information in here. It's not just a simple post, right? There's lots of pictures, lots of images, lots of good information. They have a little bit of what's this? A voting scenario here. We can vote on some information, and then again comments. And from here, a couple other things I wanted to point out. You can come in and you can follow the comments so that you get information. You can add a comment. One thing I want to show is as we add a comment, there's a note here. It says there's no HTML allowed, so we can't do coding in the comment, but this is important. URLs will be hyperlinked. Now, comments are not for promoting your hubs or other sites, but we can come in here, and if it's appropriate for what we're saying in the comment, so in this case, maybe if this is something that we're commenting on, or something, maybe we have a website where we have some exercise equipment, and maybe we leave a comment that say, it's great that you have this wonderful diet, but in addition to dieting, we should also do exercise. For some good exercise tips, check out our website at blah blah blah, and drop a link into your website. So you can come in and without having to go through the process of creating your own hub to put in valuable information and link to your website, you can just come in and find other people who are writing and comment on theirs and link to your site that way. But it does need to be relevant. You can't just say, hey, visit our website. You need to have a comment that makes sense to the conversation and adds value to what is being said there. So in that regard, it's absolutely okay, but it definitely needs to be that, not just a simple comment, if that makes sense. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so from here, we can get into various search options. You can search by topics. They've got some of their main topics up top, or you can go in and view all of their topics, see everything. You can also sort what you're seeing here in the feed by the best posts, most popular posts, or the latest posts, so we can get some different information that way. We can also come in here and do a search for specific keywords that we're interested in, things of that nature. I also wanted to show you one other thing. Let's go back into to the post here. Another thing you can do is you can click on the user. That pulls up her full page where I can find out all about her, all the things she's written, and so on. If I'm interested, I can follow her. You can also see that she has some social icons here. So she has a Google Plus page, a LinkedIn page, a Pinterest page. Not sure what this one is. Oh, this is her website. So good. So you can kind of see some good ways that we can also build our personal page, get some information on there. If someone wants to follow us, they just click on this and you get this information. Tell the world why we like them and so on. So yeah, just some good things like that. It really has a lot of good interactive features as far as being able to connect with people and relate back through various forms of social interaction. So across the top here, Explore gives us hubs, answers, forms, and feed. So hubs we've already basically looked at. I mean, this is where we would go. Same idea, just a list of their hubs that way. Answers is kind of a cool feature here where we can come and see what people are asking. That might be related to what we do, or we might ask a question related to what we do. We can come in here and search for unanswered, or the most recent best questions, or the hot questions. So in this case, what's the greatest weapon used by our adversary, the devil? We could, click on that, and it gives us people who have answered and or our own opportunity to answer the question. And this is another place where you can put in a link that, again, if it's relevant, goes back and answers that question using a related site. So if they're asking questions that you can answer effectively with your website or your blog, then you can put that information in, and that gives us some validity and some opportunities to see people clicking on our information. You can also see there's different question topics down on the right-hand side here. So if we're specifically maybe we have a website related to travel or sports or pets, they've got those areas, and we can get into that: food and cooking, health, and so forth. So look at those things, get in and see what people are asking, see if you can answer those. If you can develop a web page or a blog page that gets into more detail in your answer and send people there, fantastic. Good way to get people to what we're doing. Forums is similar. This is just kind of a pace where people can come in and put information in a forum. There's official information here from HubPages and so on. We can get in, and, for example, under unanswered again. It gets in, and for example, this person is looking for feedback on the hub that he or she has written, and would like some feedback on what they're doing. So you could go in, look at what they did, leave some feedback here, and then maybe ask them to take a look at yours and see what they think, and maybe just a nice way to get some interaction and get some ideas that maybe you hadn't thought of. So good opportunity there. Feed is just like what you would think. It's like a Facebook feed. So you can kind of come in here, and it looks similar to Facebook, where it's just got a list of different things that maybe we're following as we do that. And we can edit some of our profile on this particular page. We can shape our own experience by putting in feed filters, putting in things that we're interested in, following, and so forth. We can also upload a picture, tell us about ourselves, publish our first hub, add if there's comments and things. All of this information goes in right over here. And so kind of a nice little area where we can definitely use that and post information and things like that. Notifications would show up here. This is our account information. So we can go into my account more specifically, and they've just created a new relationship with Amazon, where I'm assuming it's kind of an affiliate relationship, where you can put Amazon products into your hubs, which is very cool. That kind of allows you to monetize your hub page, which is kind of nice. So let's see. Yeah. Let's take a look at what the program says. So it gives us some information here. What is the Amazon program? How do I sign up? Yeah, so we're earning from Amazon products displayed on your hubs, an affiliate program offered through HubPages, where, yeah, exactly what I was thinking. You'd put Amazon products on your hub page as related to what you're talking about. And if they sell off there, then you earn a commission, which is kind of cool. So that's something that you would definitely want to get into and look at. Some additional information here that just really breaks down kind of the analytics of what's happening, different topics that you write about. If you get any violations, they notify you here. Any broken links in your hubs, they notify you here. Comments that come back on your hubs. Different traffic sources. This is kind of a cool feature, so we can kind of see where people are coming from that are visiting us and so forth. We can join groups and add some information about ourselves here. We'd see our hubs, our earnings, our questions and answers, profile, photos, activity and following information up across the top there. So really, it's very, very robust, and this website has just so many opportunities, so many different things that we can do. Very, very cool. Let's take a look at my earnings. So of course I haven't signed up with the program yet, but you can kind of get in here and see this is where your earnings would show up. Shows you how much you've made over the last little bit or what have you. So let's take a look. So this is your questions. Information shows up there, and you can kind of break each of these down underneath is what it looks like. So my profile information, I could select a photo, add a background, put in some real good information, and look at all this stuff that you can fill in specifically about yourself. Pick some featured hubs that you like, that you've published, any accolades that they've given you, like rewards that you earn for doing well in HubPages. All of your photos that you upload will be saved here as kind of a little server for you. So essentially kind of like a Pinterest page. Any hubs that we've commented on show up here, and anybody that we're following or topics that we're following would be here. Okay, so this is, again, really, really robust. But the most important part, guys, is of course this start a hub, where we come in and start building one of these hubs. And so you want to make sure as you go through this, it gives you very, very detailed information on the right. Be specific. Good titles tell readers what this hub is about. 120 characters, no less, no HTML. Your title should describe the content of this particular hub. Be clear, concise, descriptive, and most of all, interesting. You want to convey the contents in a glance, but also draw in the reader. Please, no obscenities. Good examples include the mini haircuts of John Bon Jovi, an illustrated guide to making perfect margaritas. So it gives you a really clear direction on this specific piece. And then as you move into other things, as it gets to that point that you need that information, it gives you some details over there where you can work with it. But you can pick an article template. You can just do a basic article. They've got specific ones for recipes, and you just continue down through that and fill in as much information as you can, right? So that is the basic information on HubPages. Pretty comprehensive website, guys. I think it'll be really, really beneficial for anybody who's wanting to use something like this. So let's go ahead and open up to any questions and cover that information. So if you guys have any questions on HubPages or anything else we've covered in the past, now's the time.